Hello, this is my review of the Zuniceratops christopheri, or as its name means, Zuni horned face, named after the Zuni people, which are a Native American tribe who lived in the same place that Zuniceratops fossils were found at the Moreno Hill Formation in New Mexico. Zuniceratops was around 11.5 feet long, which also means it was around 3.5 meters long. They lived 89 million years ago in the late Cretaceous, and it was named by Wolf G. Kirkland in 1998. Living nearly 10 million years earlier than most ceratopsians, Zuniceratops is much smaller and more primitive than its descendants, supporting the theory of a North American origin for ceratopsians. Zuniceratops may be a link between protoceratopsids and ceratopsids. So it's like a transitional species or a transitional genus. Or at least that's kind of what the information on the card says. Doesn't say anything about the Zuni people, but the other information I read from the card with really good artwork on the back. This artwork is really nice. The figure reflects it well with this nice paint job based off of a 5-lined skink, which is a reptile found pretty much in the same place as Zuniceratops was. I also like the detail. There's so much detail on this figure. Like every scale, every shade of color. Even they even put scales on the back of the frill. I love it. I just kind of wish they lined up the paint on the other side as well. Because the only way to line up this side is to throw the whole back out of alignment, which does not look good unless you're trying to go for some weird dynamic pose. But everything else is fine. I love the vibrant colors, especially the blue on the tail, transitioning into the yellowish color. And I like the blue near the eyes and on the edge of the frill, and the various stripes all over it. The articulation is really good as well. It can open its mouth and have it closed slightly, not all the way though. Something I wish they did on more ceratopsids is sculpted the mouth so that it could actually close. Anyways, the head is on a ball joint, and so is the base of the neck. The front leg can move forward and back, and the elbow can move forward and back, and he can both swivel. The front leg can also move in and out. The ankle can swivel and move forward and back slightly. Same stuff on the back leg, forward and back, and knee bend, ankle bend, swivels, and foot up and down and swiveling. waist also swivels and moves up and down. And the tail is on a ball joint as well. You can move up and down, left and right, and swivel all around. This is a very posable figure. This isn't my first figure, though. My first figure from this line was the Styracosaurus, which also coincidentally is from the first wave, just like this Zuniceratops. And Zuniceratops was the first of the first wave, and Styracosaurus was the second of the first wave. So, yeah, I have number 1 and number 2. Though I'm not planning on getting the entire wave, I'm just planning on getting the ones I like the Pachyrhinosaurus and the Fan's Choice Styracosaurus, which are really good. Anyways, since this is 1/18th scale, I also have another figure that is 1/18th. This Army Commando guy is 1/18th the scale of a person. So putting this next to Zuniceratops really gives you a perspective on how big it was. And if this guy is like 6 feet tall, we put his head next to the tip of Zuniceratops's beak, you can definitely see the length. It's nearly twice as long as he is, which makes sense. He's supposed to be around 11 feet long. I'd say Zuniceratops was about the size of a cow. Anyways, I really like this figure. I'm planning on getting more. Hopefully I can get the Fan's Choice Styracosaurus and the Fan's Choice Pachyrhinosaurus. Those are what I'm aiming for next, and I'll be reviewing those when I get them. Anyways, that's my review of the Zuniceratops christopheri. Bye.